all the workers' compensation claim and costs related to work-related musculoskeletal disorder. By understanding basic ergonomics, you can minimize the MSD risk factor, avoid strain on your body, and reduce your risk of injury. So that's all for my presentation. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Mita Widya, for the sharing. Now I will read the question in the chat box, if any. Yeah, we have one question here, Dr. Mita, from Norailil Naim. Hi, Dr. Mirta. I have a question. What is your perception on the practicing of good economics in Malaysia industries? Dr. Mita, we can't hear you.
Sorry.
It's okay.
All right. So thank you for the question. So actually, I have experience involved in many economic projects in Malaysian industry, such as automotive, like Proton, Miazu, and electronic and palm oil industry, such as also the MPOB. And the latest one, I'm involved also in career service industry since 2017 when I came in Malaysia. So based on my research finding or my research experience, actually, the economic practice is in Malaysia is not really considered to associated with the performance, but rather with occupational health and safety and legislation. Actually, economics help to improve performance beside the enhancing workplace occupational safety and health. So I believe that improvement for economic related campaign in workplace is the key initiative for manufacturing sector sustainability that in line with the global industrial revolution. So actually it is essential to promote the economic concept and practice to various industry in Malaysia. So more effort, acting, and skill are required to compensate for the lack of infrastructure in providing a framework within which economic accommodation can be disseminated and realized. So hence, the company must have an important role to play in establishing a balance between economic risk factor and working method and the protection of employees' health and safety, as well as increasing performance and also the productivity. I think that's all my answer, Ms. Chen.
Oh, thank you. That's a very long, concise, and precise answer from Dr. Mirta. So, does anyone have other question to ask Dr. Mirta? Okay, I think there's no more question. Thank you so much again.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, now I would like to invite our last presenter for research sharing, Ibu Septiani Prihatin Ningsih from UNAIR, with the title of Fatigue Among Healthcare Workers During Pandemics. Please welcome.
Excuse me. Could you hear my voice, Miss Junaida?
Yes, I can see your slide. But not in the slideshow yet.
Yeah. Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
All right. Waalaikumsalam
warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Morning.
First of all, I would say thank you for University Malaysia Pahang for invited us to sharing our research in this colloquium or in this seminar. Okay, I will present my previous research with my team. This is about fatigue among healthcare workers during pandemics, especially in our first pandemic in 2020. Okay, this research conducted from us. From the team is me from Universitas Airlangga. I will introduce myself. My name is Septiani Pratiningsih, SKM and Karaka from Occupational Health and Safety, Faculty of Vocational Study, Universitas Airlangga. And the team of our research is from Universitas Gadjah Mada and also Polytechnic Jember, Miss Leli Ramawati and Maya Wika Santi. Okay. I will present the background and discussion and conclusion of this research as soon as possible. As soon as possible. Okay, especially the background of this study, as we know, since the end of December on 2019, the Chinese city of Wuhan has reported enough coronavirus disease, and we call COVID-19. And this, which is spreading domestically in international, and also the Indonesian government publicly announced it two first COVID-19 and two first case of COVID-19 on March 2020. And then 10 days later, WHO increased the COVID-19 status into a of a country in this world. That, according to data released the National Health Commission of China, the contained cases have been reported in more than a dozen in other countries. And facing this critical situation, as we know, the healthcare practitioner, we call HCP, on the front line, who are directly involved in the diagnosis, treatment, and care of patients with COVID-19 are at risk of developing psychological distress and or mental health symptoms, as we discussed before, and the previous before about stress and mental health with Mr. Topan, Mrs. Rati, and other speaker. The mental health symptom and mental health situation is a trending topic right now, but especially in healthcare professional in 2020, the healthcare mental health of healthcare professional is the high topic in this situation, because the ever increasing number of confirmed suspected case, it will overwhelming workload, depletion of personal protection equipment, and lack of specific drugs, and all of the contribute to the mental burden of this health case worker. And as we know, healthcare professionals who are demonstrated close contact with COVID-19 patient, it will make experience a higher risk of infection and also psychological problem. Medical doctors or nurse in a situation that are high risk for emotional exhaustion, especially that we call in other term is emotional fatigue. And it will infection due to disease exposure and psychological stress. The work demand of social support increase the risk of depression and also the job burnout. As we know, the research before from the Kang Liu and friends, as a study in Wuhan, health professional so treating the patient with COVID-19 are at considerable with pressure due to job demands and also frustration, also accompanied by isolation and lack of contact with their family. It also will increase their psychological distress. Before the pandemic, as we know, the health professionals were faced with a high risk of anxiety and depression and fatigue due to their job. But in this situation of pandemic, it will increase their risk for anxiety, depression, and also fatigue. So this study aims to explore about the emotional fatigue, as we call burnout symptom, that consists of the expressive anxiety, burnout symptom, and burnout symptom. This study, the research will be conducted for healthcare professional in Indonesia as a risk psychological trauma in handling COVID-19 in the first wave. Okay. And how I conduct this data of the research. So this study was a cross-sectional design approach using the primary data that provided by our team. So we conduct the survey by using Google Form. We're using several instruments. The first, we're using the Center of Epidemiological Studies that consists 10 questions, and then we're using Zhang anxiety scale to assess the anxiety for the healthcare professional, and we using burnout inventory to know about the scale of burnout in the healthcare professional. The data collection was distributed for a month from the April 2020 as the first wave till end of May. Through the Association of Profession, we share this Google Form for the Association of doctor, dentist, nurse, and also midwife, because some hospital and clinics also using healthcare professional as a midwife in the first layer from lineup. Okay, the include the depressive symptom. Depressive symptom, we are assessed using Center for Epidemiological Study Depression Scale, or we call CESDR-10, the consistent question, and thus that consists of 20 questions, and also the burnout inventory, as all we know, the burnout scale for the healthcare professional. And the population is consisted of general practitioner, emergency doctor, and a doctor in various specialist, dentist, and also nurse.
Sorry, co-speakers, we have 2 minutes left.
Okay, I'm sorry. The subject of this research is 563 from the several city and district in Indonesia. Okay, I will share the result. So I'm sorry. Okay, from this table, we know that the healthcare professional with a history of contact. So we define the history contact of COVID-19 patient with the Okay, so the healthcare professional with a history of contact with COVID-19 exhibit a higher risk and low risk. We divide the group. A high risk for psychological trauma compared to other group, and the low risk. So as we know in this table, we know that healthcare professional with a history of contact of COVID-19 patient exhibit a higher risk for psychological trauma compared to the lower risk. The depression is 28% is higher than the lower risk, and the anxiety is 1.1%, and then the lower risk group is 21.5%, and the moderate and severe psychological disturbance are higher in the higher risk group. So as we know in this table, the higher risk group have a high score of. I'm sorry, I'm wrong. Share the screen. As we know in this group, we have several. We have different level of anxiety and depressive symptom from the healthcare professional. The higher risk healthcare professional have higher depressive symptoms than the lower risk healthcare professional. And the p-value we using analysis or risk model analysis. With the p-value is state that there is a correlation between there is a difference between the higher risk and lower risk group in depend on the depressive symptom and anxiety and and burnout level. And the result of the burnout for personal and work and question dimension is the risk, higher risk group and non-risk group have a higher score from the personal and work question. And the odds ratio of this case, the OR for personal dimension is 1.43, whereas the work and patient dimension are 1.34, and respectively the bonus score for patient dimension is higher compared to the rest. This result show the personal and work and patient dimension is in the burnout. It indicates that this group is more prone to trauma. So the conclusion of this research, healthcare professionals who are exhibiting contact and treating COVID-19 patients demonstrate a higher psychology risk. I'm sorry, in terms of depression and burnout, which varies from mild to severe condition compared to those who do not treating the COVID-19 patient as the lower risk group. And also the healthcare professional who are exhibiting contact and treating COVID-19 patient as the higher psychological risk, higher risk in this group. In term, they have risk higher than other group, risk in depression and burnout, which varies from the mild to severe condition compared to the lower risk to the healthcare professional do not think COVID-19 patient. And also the conclusion is psychological well-being should be considered for higher risk healthcare professional during this pandemic. So I think from our research is the Ministry of Health should have concern about psychological well-being from the for the healthcare professional. I think this is our result from this short research in our first wave of COVID-19 pandemic in Indonesia. So the fourth policy being developed to combat COVID-19 is not only about the patient but also to the healthcare professional, especially about psychological risk in contact and support. I think this is our research that I have shared to the group. I will return this forum to the MC. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Ibu Septiani Prihatingsis for the sharing. Okay, now we will entertain one question regarding your presentation. I will read it. Hi, Mrs. Septiani. I have a question. What are the control strategies can be applied to reduce fatigue among healthcare workers? Thank you. The control strategies.
Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Junaida, and thank you, Ms. Kaka, for the question. Okay, as we are occupational health and safety practitioner, we also have discussion about the how we reduce the risk, how we conduct the risk control. Okay, how we can reduce the fatigue, or what are the control strategies, especially as we use the hierarchy of risk control in our term in safety. The most strategies to apply to reduce fatigue among healthcare workers is how we define the rotation, how we define the rotation of work, how we define the workload and the job demand, the quantity of job in every worker, in each worker. So the control strategies, the first we need to make sure the duration of work from the shift, duration of work, quality of sleep, each worker, each healthcare professional. Because of what? Because depression and anxiety is also it also have a correlation with lack of sleep and full of task or duration of job. So I think the first is we should to define, we should make a rotation of to rest.
Okay.
Then the time of work. But during this pandemic, as we know, almost every healthcare professional didn't have any proper condition for sleep and didn't have break time. So they only have a short break time. I think this is the study. I think this is the answer, Miss Kaka. Is this have the answer? Answer your question?
Yeah, I think that's answered the question. Thank you, Dr. Satyani. And thank you also for the question. Yeah. Okay, now we'll move to the academic sharing. So we finish on the research sharing. Yeah. Now we move to the academic sharing from two invited speakers. We will start with Dr. Muhammad Najib Yaakob from UMP with the title of Future OSH Practitioners. Are we on the right track? Please welcome.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Can.
Assalamualaikum and very good morning to Master Ceremony, Ms. Lee, distinguished member of the panel, all the concerned staff and students from Universiti Malaysia Pahang and also Universitas Airlangga who have gathered here today for Coar 2022. I welcome you all and thank you for taking the time off to join us in this colloquium. I am very pleased to be speaking to you today on behalf of the Academic Affairs in POSH program. Okay, academically, I am interested in the sustainability of the OSH profession in the Malaysia job market. That's why my title presentation today is Future OSH Practitioner, Are We on the Right Track? Ladies and gentlemen, for your information, UMP is one of the institutions in Malaysia that offer the OSH program in diploma, degree, and also master level. We in program level try our best to equip our students with knowledge and various skills in order to keep them relevant to the industry need nowadays. Okay. I can see my slide.
Oh, I thought that you were sharing on your own. You are not. Can you share your slide?
I think maybe you can share the slide.
Huh?
I already upload in Google Drive.
Okay. Give us a minute, yeah. You have to share. Okay. So.
Second slide.
All right. Sorry for that.
So, ladies and gentlemen, for your information, EMP is one of the institutions in Malaysia that offer OSH program in diploma, degree, and also master level. So, we in program level try our best to equip our student or graduate with knowledge and various skills in order to keep them relevant to industrial need nowadays. Okay, so can you move to the second slide? Okay, so based on this slide, I would like to highlight the quote from the part 2. Good action gives strength to ourselves and inspire good action in others. So this quote is may inspire to the future of practitioner to become the good role model in their organization later on. So we try to ensure our students can able to think safe, work safe, and be safe. Okay, next. Next, next slide, please. Okay. So based on this slide, we it show that graduate employability. So for 2021, 69.1%. And for your information, our program, okay, GE percentage for our program actually meet more than 95% for each year. And if we see here, the total alumni, current total alumni is 520 571 alumni, okay, from 2008 until 2021. All right. Okay, next. Okay, this is SSO cost mapping. So this is one of the initiatives that have been done in faculty and also program level, whereby we map our curriculum structure with SHO module that adopt from the DOS. Okay, so if you can see here, there are 25 courses that map to the SHO model. Okay, 1 until 4. Okay, next. So this is the current active academic staff. Okay, now we have 22 active academic staff, consists of 4 associate professors and 12 senior lecturer, and the rest is lecturer. Okay, next. Okay, this is a strategic planning that have been implemented in our faculty and also in our program. So basically, there are 3 main strategy here. The first one is role and contribution. The second one is structure industrial training, and lastly, student industrial exposure. I will explain in detail later on. Alright. So next. So this program we call as SEIEP. So structure early industry exposure program. So we open to all students who are interested to do the early attachment in the industry. So we open for the long semester break. Okay, so this is an example from the previous record. Okay, next. Okay, this is a yearly event for program, which is a final year project poster presentation. So we invite safety practitioner as the external panel to give comment and input based on the final year project student. So with this input, we can know the needs and the current needs of the industry in order to make the our student or our product keep relevant in the industry. So next. So this is internship. Internship. Okay. So basically, in our program, student will go to to internship on 8 semester, okay, almost 6 months. So this is an example. We open to local and international, okay. So student can choose by their own to do the internship in industry. So next. So this is a monthly colloquium. So various international experts are invited to share the current knowledge and research perspective. This is the example from Yuki Nago from the Japan Advanced Institute, then and many others. So next. So this is industrial engagement. So we encourage students to visit the industry. So one of our practice in faculty and also program. So we open to joint venture with the industry. So student can expose the real industrial experience. Okay, next. So we also open for student exchange and mobility student activities. So if any student from Universitas Airlangga who are interested to join this program, you are free to contact us, or you can contact person in charge in faculty level to join this kind of program. Next. Okay, this example in one student activity from Hebei University of Science and Technology. Okay, next. Okay, these are the facility and instrument that we have in our program. So basically, we have six lab. Okay, six lab, and we use for teaching and learning and also for research purpose. Okay. So basically, student will learn about the theoretical part in the lecture and do some practical or hands-on activity in our lab. Alright. Okay, this is a toxicology lab. Alright. Next. We also have a ergonomic lab. And lastly, we have a fire safety lab. So in order to make sure our product or graduate keep relevant to the industry, so we try our best to fulfill all the requirements stated by DOSH and also the academic body. So with that, thank you. So thank you. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, Dr. Najib, as the head of program for OSH, for the very informative sharing related to the program. Okay, now I read the question in the chat box. As far as I'm concerned, there are two questions now. So the first question is from Nur Najla. What are the significant skills needed to be a successful OSH practitioner? And the second question from Faizal. Fatal workplace accidents still occur at workplace that have OSH practitioner, such as construction industry. In your opinion, the OSH practitioner still relevant nowadays? Okay.
Okay.
I pass to you, Dr. Najib.
Okay, for the first question, so based on my personal view, so I think the most important skill that students need to explore more is soft skill, focusing on communication skill. When you hold the position as the safety and health officer, you indirectly become the advisor to the top management. Top management for safety, health, environment matter in your organization. So if you're able to convince your top management especially in budgeting. So they can give a budget in order to develop or run the safety program or
nampak
do the assessment that need by the rule and regulation. Okay. For the second question, is it still relevant? So as you can see, based on the DOSH website, the statistic, especially in construction site, is very high. So like I mentioned in my previous slide, so the demand of the safety and health officer in our industry is still needed. So uh, so you are lucky, okay, become one of the students in OSH program. Okay, that's all my answer. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Najib, for the clear answer, and also thank you for the question. All right. So now we shall move to the next presenter. Last but not least, our last presenter, Dr. Tika Widyastuti from UNAIR, will share about academic affairs. Please welcome.
Thank you, Ms. Junaida. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Honorable Associate Professor Dr. Saiful Kamaluddin bin Muzakir as a Dean of Faculty Industrial Science and Technology, Universiti Malaysia, Pahang, and lecturer from UMP, all the speaker from Universiti Malaysia, Pahang, and Universitas Airlangga. Let me introduce myself. I am Tika Widyastuti as a first Vice Dean at Faculty of Vocational Study, and in this Colloquium of Academic and Research 2022, I would like to share the material related with academic affairs, especially in Airlangga University. Let me share screen first. My voice is clear, Ms. Junaida?
Yeah, very clear. Yeah,
okay.
very clear.
Alhamdulillah.
Yeah, nice and sweet. But your slide isn't there yet.
Oh yeah, okay.
Okay. Okay, now we can see your slide.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, it's very interesting from how academic affairs in Universiti Malaysia, Pahang. Many that we have to learn, especially practice in our academic affair at Faculty of Vocational Study, Universitas Airlangga.
Dr. Tika, sorry, can you do the slideshow? Can you do the slideshow?
Yes, I have slideshow.
It's not yet seen in our
not yet.
Screen. Yeah. Can you do it again?
Okay, I repeat again.
Never mind, take your time.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh my God.
It's okay.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know why this slide that show.
You have shared the screen?
Tadi sebenarnya
you share the screen?
Ya, okay. I repeat again.
Sudah share. Sekarang terus tidak nampak. You repeat again, betul.
Okay.
Sekarang has started. Okay.
No, but this is not ours. Okay. Saya sudah.
Or maybe you want us to help you with the slide, atau kami akan buka untuk Ibu Tika?
Okay. Ini seharusnya sudah muncul.
Belum. Belum ada nih.
Ya.
Tak apa.
Ya, saya selalu, there is no problem. Okay. Sure.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I can see the slide now, Alhamdulillah, but not in the slideshow mode. Okay, now you click the slideshow.
Have slideshow?
Okay, already. Yeah, it's in the slideshow now.
Sorry.
You can start. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Yes, I will start to share the overview about academic affair implement in Faculty of Vocational Study Universitas Airlangga, that we have learned much in practical related with academic affair at Universiti Malaysia, Pahang. So I mentioned this is our management office that we really hope that all of the academician lecturer from UMP can visit us. We will very welcome at our office at Surabaya in Indonesia. Okay. Then I will show that in our faculty there are 3 departments. Maybe Dr. Tovan or Ms. Ratih Damayanti have shared this information, Department of Engineering, Business and Health, that we right now have 10 diploma for at our or bachelor, applied bachelor at our faculty. This is the main development process, or we call faculty development process. The main goal is the world-class institution or the world-class university. Airlangga University right now have top 369 world university ranking. So I think beginning from step 1 or first step, we have main program or priority program that all of diploma have transformed or upgrading, increased to applied bachelor majority for all the study program. And the next step, our agenda is increase link and match, but right now more than it, link and super match with the industry. So this is the main point, that all of the study program must focus how to strengthen locally, regionally, and globally link and super match with the industry, because vocational education have to focus on applied or practical skill more than theoretical science. And the next step, we know that in the pandemic era, we have to adaptive with all the technology or digitalization and implement, of course, in our teaching and learning process. And of course, we have to know and benchmark how about the Asian class vocational institute until we have to go in the next era. Our goal is 100 in world university ranking. Okay. Yeah, I will mention how about our existing global recognition, especially at Airlangga University. Before we focus on our faculty, begin from Airlangga's trajectory. So I think this is the era from 2021 until the next 2026. We have to optimize, add value atau nilai tambah ya, will mention, and contribute significantly in local, national, and global level. So the main point is optimizing added value and contributing significantly in global level. And this is the just preview about the position of our university ranking from World University ranking, and then QS University ranking in Asia and in Indonesia. So the the era or the trend is significantly increased before the previous year. And this is our specifically overview about from based on subject, law, accounting and finance and etc. Social science and management. Alhamdulillah in the global ranking, the position is 232, and of course we have to get increase about our graduate employability, because in many university, based on target from Ministry of Education, our alumni or our students focus how to strengthen the employability. So this is the keyword. How about employability in our result from teaching and learning process? Okay, and maybe I will skip this. This is just the overview about the position our university in the world from any ranking from WUR and until the HE times Higher Education Impact Ranking 2022. Okay. And I think we all of the university know that the important thing, competitive positioning Airlangga in top 5 Indonesia is focused on academic reputation. So this is our chart between another university from UKM, ITB, Universiti Indonesia, and this is Airlangga University. Alhamdulillah, overall the score is over the target, for the aspect of academic reputation. So what is academic reputation and why, and of course how we commit that? We know that it seeks to answer the powerful question of which university are perform world-class research. So the beginning is from world-class research. So it seeks to answer the powerful question of which university are perform world-class research. And why? Not only illuminate the quality of the research, but the strength the university in communicating that research and the strength of the impact the research make across the world. And how to get good quality of academic reputation. So I think the main point is network engagement through all activities, including research network and collaboration. So I think with Universiti Malaysia Pahang, we really hope that in the next step we can strengthen our research network and collaboration to get the good or higher quality for academic reputation. And what can we do in our university? Of course, include in our Faculty of Vocational Study from the capital, knowledge, research, and collaboration. I'm sorry if there is just a little part still Indonesian language, but I will translate in English language. From capital, not only postgraduate student, bachelor and diploma student, and knowledge creation, this is the core of our educational process. And the research, how to strengthen the research from the lecturer or supervisor, and the collaboration to get partnership and synergy in research to make sure or to ensure that the output, impact, and outcome can get significantly, especially to our main stakeholder is student. Okay. From UMP have share about international student, and I think the part of to strengthen our academic reputation is very important that we have to give more facilitate and focus to increase the international student. Why this international student? That because this is indicator aim to act as a proxy for the learning and teaching environment of the institution. But why? Because if an institution is attracting a sizable population of international students, this has benefit in terms of networking, cultural exchange, a more diverse learning and experience and alumni university. So how all of the from diploma, bachelor, magister and PhD student, all of the student can also be involved in assisting teacher. Not only of course all the level in our university. And this is the main point that the indicator aim to act as a proxy. I think this is the same with the previous slide. Okay, this is the profile of our competitive positioning Airlangga University in Big Five inbound exchange student. Still under Universiti Indonesia, BINUS, ITS, UGM, and IPB. So we can, in the recent year, the portrait or the trend is a positive increase about inbound exchange student, not only inbound, outbound, part-time, full-time, or student mobility. Okay. This is the profile or the data about competitive positioning UNAIR in the Big Five university and between faculty, part-time inbound and full-time inbound. Okay. Not only inbound exchange student, but also outbound exchange student. So this is the data about our competitive positioning Airlangga University. Okay. Now, the next material we have to discuss about taking a step. Yeah. So I think the main idea is constructing how to construct. Yeah, how to get based on our existing program can create constructing contribution. So I think we have known that in our sector, engineering sector, health, social, humanity, natural or life, we get many aspects that concern, that being concerned all of the faculty, all of the university, include in Faculty of Occupational Study, from striving for excellent internal process, reflection of the quality of the teaching and learning process or educational process, and impact recognition, national flagship career, global reputation, and also vital resource for action. So this is the correlate with our building block we call SMART. Yeah, SMART. S is sustainable education for all. M, meaningful research and community service. A, advancing innovation, enterprising, and industry linkage. R, responsive and lean management. And the last T for topping up resource utilization. So this can be mutualism correlation between our SMART pillar, or we call building blocks, to get strengthening in impact recognition, national flagship career, global reputation, and etc. So I think this is the goal, become strong global academic engagement. So before to strong global engagement, we have to focus not only research, but meaningful research. Not only community development, but also impactful community development. Not only just being alumni, but how about alumni engagement? Alumni engagement, industry engagement, employer engagement, and adequate organizational resource. Many association, professional organization that being related with our student and study program. And of course, digitization and data synchronization. So all of seven aspects being simultaneous in academic reputation, employer, teaching quality, research related, internationalization, industry engagement, and the impact. All of this came becoming a significant part of global academic community. This is our big hope, becoming a significant part of global academic community. Okay. I'm sorry if our slide or in this part still Indonesian language, but I will translate. This is the mapping in our faculty to get development or design beginning from internal, who is internal, from lecturer, student, and external, alumni, society, industry, and all of the association or organization. So two stakeholders that being correlate, positive correlation, and then to get learning process. And of course, there are many working units in our institution or Airlangga University, many directorate that relate to get strengthened in design of our curriculum and design the calendar academic and design or the guidance of educational process. And all of the working unit that relate like research unit and etc. Okay, this is the process from beginning of a student until being alumni, and also the part of important that is laser study to get updating reference that how about our alumni. I think this is our target that every alumni must being not only just getting work, not only getting work if the alumni are being graduate from the university, but also have 1.2 from the minimum salary standard from our government, atau kita sebut upah minimum provinsi, standard from government for province or regional standard minimum or salary standard minimum. We have to focus that our alumni gets work. Yeah.
Dr. Tika.
1.2. Okay.
You have 2 minutes left.
Okay, 2 minutes left. Thank you for a reminder. I think this is the common process. Must to do never skip about monitoring and evaluation for quality insurance. So I think all of the process, all of the academic affairs focus on many values, especially based on morality, excellence, strong academic culture, and of course, target oriented. So to get optimal performance in our institution. This is the strengthen our relevancy of educational. So how to get increase optimal educational relevancy, of course, support by advanced technology and the society needs and industry sector. And we really hope that in our faculty, there are many teaching factory or teaching farm or teaching hospital to get many facilitate for our student to apply the skill or the knowledge. And the main point, build a society with true sense of right, duty, and bond with the country by instilling skill, knowledge, and value in education, which reflect as a true global citizen. From first, equitable environment knowledge society, orientation toward right, duty, and value, and develop a global mindset by instilling skill, value, and education. Yes, I think that's all the short review about the academic affair implemented in Airlangga University and Faculty of Vocational Study. Thank you, Dr. Junaida.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much, Dr. Tika Widyastuti, for the very informative sharing about Universitas Airlangga. I hope that I pronounce it right now. Universitas Airlangga. Okay. Sorry. All right. So, if there's any question from the floor, I would like to ask Dr. Tika regarding what she presented just now.
We have learned much best practice from UMP academic process.
I see. Okay. So there's no question. I think everyone is clearly understand what you have presented just now, Dr. Tika. All right. Thank you again. Thank you again for your willingness to share for today's seminar, Colloquium. All right. So everyone, now we are almost at the end of our Colloquium. Before that, I would like to invite the Director of Coar 2022, Associate Professor Dr. Ezrihani, to summarize the Colloquium and present the subsequent activities between UMP and UNAIR. Please welcome.
All right, please technical person, view my, I cannot open up the video. Sorry.
Sorry, everyone. There's a bit technical error. So, yeah, Dr. Ezri is going to present. Just give her some moment. All right. It's better now. Okay, Dr. Ezri, the floor is yours.
Okay, Alhamdulillah. Thank you very much for your attention during this event. Before we close Coar 2022, I would like to take this opportunity to summarize the outcome of the collaboration that could benefit students and staff from UMP and also UNAIR. From the event, I managed to capture some activities that focus on as the outcomes of the collaborations. For students, for example, some activities such as a global classroom, student mobility, internship, and also we believe that the international collaboration for students in the higher education lead to breakthrough in knowledge, the free exchange of ideas, and enduring bonds between the institutions. The strong international partners may also have a great opportunity for staff, including staff exchange for research, faculty or department joint collaborative research, producing quality paper publication, conducting collaborative international conferences, workshops, and many more. We believe that international collaboration enables researchers to access additional and gain new perspective on research and build a relationship with others in the field. This is also important for the young researcher for their career development. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you again. And I also happy to suggest a few activities for 2023. We also pleased to conduct a global classroom to expose students to international and multicultural experience that could enhance their academic performance. We may also plan to send students for internship and industrial training abroad in 2023. And lastly, organize research colloquium again in the next time to enable researchers and students to share their research findings, improve communication skill, gain expert knowledge, network with others, and renew motivation and confidence. We hope that the outcome and suggested activity will benefit all of us from many perspectives, and I hope this colloquium will maintain the openness and collaborative spirit. Last but not least, I have mentioned that this colloquium is the result of joint initiative between UNAIR and FIS UMP. This is also half of the truth. The complete work with the colloquium was done excellently by my team members and the cooperation from UNAIR partners. Thank you very much to all. I wish to see many of you in the future. Terima kasih banyak ibu-ibu, bapa-bapa. I would like to share something. I love to watch podcasts from Indonesia. I am so happy to become part of the live, some sort like a podcast today. Thank you very much for all the commitments. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you very much, Associate Professor Dr. Junhani, for your speech. Okay, so everyone, to make this event more memorable, I invite all of the participants and guests to open again their camera for a photo session. All right, thank you so much. I can see many of you already opened the camera. Still alive there. It will take some time because we have more than 100 participants. Alhamdulillah. Yeah. Okay, everyone. Please smile. I will count 1, 2, 3. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. All right. Thank you so much for the cooperation. All right. With that, the Coar 2022 has come to an end. Thank you for all the attention and commitment from the speakers and participants. I would like to request kind consideration from all to fill in the exit survey form that provided in the chat box. On behalf of the organizing committee, I would like to express my utmost gratitude to all our distinguished guests, Colloquium participants for making this Colloquium a success. I hope everyone is enjoy and get benefits through this Colloquium. Okay. Bunga seroja di atas para, jatuh ditimpa buah berangan. Andai kata tersilap bicara, kemaafan jua kami pohonkan. Dari mana awalnya cinta? Dari mata turun ke hati. Terima kasih atas waktunya. Kehadiran anda sangat berarti. Till we meet again, everyone. Thank you very much. Terima kasih. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam. Thank you very much.
Have a nice day.
Thank you very much from UMP, Dr. Junaida.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam.